So this was our toy room. The toys were overflowing. Look how sad it is. All these guys did belong in a little cabinet from IKEA, open shelf one, but I removed it. I needed it for something else. So this is the result of that. So I thought to myself, let's get a toy cabinet instead of a toy chest. I can put the piano on top of it and the toys can go in the front. That way, I don't have to worry about my kids smashing each other's fingers with the lid of the toy chest. Bebop Boop went out to Amazon, found the greatest looking cabinet for the lowest cost, okay? Now let me tell you, I was a little bit worried because the reviews were not great. Not great at all. But for the price, I was like, let me try it out. And, I was kind of worried it wasn't going to come because it had been a while. It was delayed a couple times, but I had hope. The review did say it arrived broken, so I knew that this was a risky purchase. I don't normally do stuff like that, but the price was too good, and I was like, we'll try it out. Let's give this guy a chance. And boy, I was so shocked. It arrived, and it looked completely fine. And most of the pieces were even labeled too. Most of them, not all of them, most of them, but that was good enough for me. So here I am laying everything out, trying to figure out which goes where, adding like the little hinges and the handles. Because some of the pieces were not labeled appropriately, it was a little bit difficult to try and figure out the instructions, but I did make it work. And, looked at the pictures and I got it to match up. So far, I was absolutely in love with the doors. I do have kind of a boho thing going on upstairs. At least I think so. I have a lot of, light colored wood, and I wanted to keep it consistent. So here I am, building all the legs, putting the little metal pieces on. It was actually way sturdier feeling than expected. The screws are really long going in that thing. The middle leg has a little support in the middle, so extra weight, I guess, if you can bring it up. I have no idea, and then the other legs do come with like these little felt pads. So here I'm screwing it onto the bottom. So this is pretty straightforward. I'm attaching the legs. I had a great helper, so this went really smoothly. She did test out the sturdiness of it and the structural integrity so that I knew it wasn't going to fall down. Oh my gosh, it really did turn into a homemade jungle gym for a minute there. This was the moment I realized that the styrofoam was getting in her way and my way, and I needed more space. So I decided that I needed to clean this up. And got this place down and started working on the sides. So this is what I'm talking about when I said the labels were a little bit confusing. Some of them were labeled and some of them were not, and it was important to put them in the right spot because they had different holes. Some of them had small holes, some of them had big holes, and I don't exactly remember if that was ended up being of importance at all. But you'll see here that I'm kind of putting them down and then I'm sorting them out because I think there was like 3 and 4, and there was a 5 and a 6, and the 5 and the 6. The 5 was actually a number 9 for some reason. So I got the little wood pieces put into there. And I kind of hold it on, but clearly it doesn't hold it on that well. So some of the wood pieces did go in farther than the others. So the one shelf, fell down. But I screwed it into the bottom, and then I realized that the second last shelf was still wiggly and open. That's when I was freaking out because I was like, don't break it. But once I got the back on and then the top on, it was more sturdy. So I was worried about that, but again, for the price, I guess I'll just do it. I'm not exactly sure why I screwed it into that and it was acting that way, but yeah, I put the lid on and then I realized that I didn't put the screws in before I put the lid on. So I did, take a minute to figure that out, and I took it off, put the screws back on. I got it worked out. See? Put the screws in and then put it back on top. And then there's these like little buttons that go in and you screw it on and then it keeps the lid down. So this is just going to be a little montage of me showing you like closer like what I'm doing. Just putting the like, little things in there. So I haven't posted for a minute. My whole family has been sick for what feels like forever, and I'm finally just starting to feel like a human again. Don't get mad at me, I've been gone, I'm sorry. While I was down, I took up knitting, and I almost made a baby pillow. Still working on it. And last week, I added some slat walls. That was pretty fun. Actually, in the room that I'm doing right now, you can see the slat walls in the background. I've had those slat walls sitting around for a few months, and I finally had the energy to put them up. It was a really exciting moment for me. I should have taken a video of it, I know, but I was in do it mode, not record it mode. Unfortunately, it would have been good content. So I am getting back into making content again, and I'm so thankful for you to stick it around. So anyways, you know me, I really like to do things and like decorate my house, and I want to keep doing that. I'm kind of moving room to room, decorating everything. Just enjoy it so much. As for this cabinet, I did put the shelves in. I did like one higher and then one middle and then one higher. They don't screw in. They gotta just sit there.
So the shelves don't.
I'm okay
they don't
with
screw
it,
in or
but
anything.
probably my kids are gonna figure out how to take it out, and then they'll probably be in the same spot every day. But it's okay because it looks really nice. Adding the doors. These are actually cabinet-like doors, so the hinge, I can adjust it up and down and like align them. It took me a minute to do that, but it looks so cute. I'm so in love with this thing already. My kid, she was having a blast organizing the shelf and displaying her toys, and I got a lot of the stuff off the ground. So I hope everyone's been doing well. And this is the final look. Right after I build it, straightened out the doors. And this is it in the room. I think it helps bring the color around the room. I still have some stuff to do, but look at all the toys. It's so exciting. I love it so much. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.